swag legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. As week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Watson now, off play action. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Even Benson on 3rd, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Watson. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
Check. 19 Tiger.
Watson on 1st and 10. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Benson now from the gun. It's inside the 10. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 65.
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They go right back to Etienne. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Pass out quickly to Leggett. He's going to have this one down to the 28. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set. Go.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Up the middle, Hubbard. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Back on 2nd and goal. Completes. It's Trevor Etienne. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger.
What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the gun, Watson. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. We'll air it out on 3rd. Kicks right over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first.
Great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Benson on 1st and 10. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. 1 quarter away so far. 7-3 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Staying on the ground with Benson. Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Give up the kick to Benson. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he's got a nice little gain on the ground.
Pass is cut at the 9. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now lead by 10. Jr. with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. That's Cox, Jimmy Horn Jr. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Trying to throw this from the gun. Into the hands of Leggett. And they're going to bring it down just on the other side of midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Pass play coming here. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. Works his way to the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now we'll give. It's ETN headed left. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes them. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Got a man, and Horn has it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Benson in the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Watson, quick pass wide. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. It's only 2 minutes to go in our 1st half. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Watson to the air. It's caught by Harrison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. The give left side to Benson. Get some space around midfield. 3 inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. Carolina in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Watson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Track 60.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41.
Watson looking to throw. This is man. It's the Oklahoma State rookie. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Watson. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
Looking to throw. This is Leggett working the left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10. It's Hubbard. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be from 52 yards. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. And he's going to take this one back. And he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. The defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care that comes with it. They got some great news this week. Very disappointing news for a lot of other teams that were hoping to make a play for this guy in free agency. But no, he's going to be sticking around on a new contract here.
It was a poorly kept secret that he would have been a coveted free agent, and a poorly kept secret they wanted to make sure he never, ever hit that market. It had been a battle to bring him back in free agency, so they made sure to lock him up right now.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Let's take it in by Horn. Down to the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the third. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yep. You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Watson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, you never get some positive yards.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Viking 18!
They'll throw for it. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers make it an 11-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now an inside give to Benson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
From the gun, Watson. Finds Hyatt. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18.
Panthers 24.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors.
Kickoff for Arizona.
His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Working on first down. On the end route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now.
Dropping back to throw. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. How about 29 yards on first down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Here's Etienne on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Rolling from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Second down.
Couldn't find Jimmy Horn Jr. there. So now it's going to be third and long.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
60 Eagle.
Third and long for him here. He's getting close, and they take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Little knocks it through, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10. The give now to Benson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Cardinals football, and they'll start the fourth quarter up by a couple of scores too. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Watson now. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And they come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Cardinals.
It's Benson on the give. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
First and 10. Here's Watson. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals making a 3-score game in the fourth. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points.
Panthers 27.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors.
For Arizona.
Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own
Working from the gun to start. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. They'll run with Benson. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They give on second to Benson. Good 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Watson now off play action. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, and that makes it second and goal. They look to run with Benson, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Ryland able to connect on the point after. The Cardinals grow their lead yet again. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Cut out left. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Back to pass on first and 10. Oh, no, they get him yet again. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this one back, and he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about the depth finder on the fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. Dancing past him. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Here's a throw. Gets it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Now, hang on a moment. I think we've got an injured player out there. Yeah, that's Chuba Hubbard being looked at following the play. Out of the gun to give to Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go right back to Etienne. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to do some window dressing. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Etienne again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll run for it, Hubbard. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. And drawn up for him. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played with a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that.
trend.